Good morning. Welcome to the Saw Shop. Well, a couple weeks ago or so, I did Who's the King in the 50 cc's. Well, I thought, well, why not? Let's do it in the 60s. And I know I don't have all the 60cc saws up here, but I have a good representation of the two main orange brands, and so not the Discount Echo or Makita or any of those. I'm just using what most people's gonna own. And so, or Vevor. Don't want to count out a Vevor 62. We got we got a couple of those. But anyway, I wanted to introduce these and kind of tell you a little about them. And then we're gonna get them in the wood, see how to cut, do a little comparison. So, what we got here, this is I consider the 60cc class. When I think about 60cc, I think of 56cc up to 65cc, in that range. That 10cc range right there. You get above 65, I start like a 400, I start thinking more of a 70cc class chainsaw. And if I get down 55, 54 less, like a 254 XP, something like that, then I would put it in the smaller class. But this is, with the exception of a couple notables, I'm thinking right off the top of my head, 357 XP, 359, an 036, which I have something that's basically an 036, but it's not 036. I'll explain that in a minute. But most of what's on the table, we pretty much are representing well this class. So let me introduce what I got. So first one over here is a Stihl 034, 57 cc's, fully ported. All these saws are equipped with 20-inch bars, 3/8 full chisel. They either got Stihl or Husky chains on them. And they're all sharp and ready to go. All right. The next one I have here is a Stihl MS310, 59 cc's. Excuse me, it's a little bit hot this morning. Try not to sweat too much on camera. MS310, 59 cc's. It's fully ported, and the muffler's been modified. This is a Stihl 034 Super, and for y'all that don't know, this is the forerunner to the 036. Same exact setup underneath, same engine, all that, same cubic inches. The main difference in these two, a little bit of design, but the major difference in these two is 036 could have a decomp, and they did an upgraded oil pump on these, because I have upgraded this oil pump to the 036 oil pump. But that's the only difference. Horsepower rating and all exactly the same. I have had both. I feel like they cut exactly the same. But anyway, that's the 034 Super. The next one we have here is the Stihl MS361. It is ported as well, ported muffler, and it's 59 cc's. This one right here is the MS362. It is also 59 cc's. It is ported with a ported muffler. This is a Stihl MS, a Husky 555 Professional, and it is 60 cc's, and it is a stock cylinder head with a ported muffler. This is a Husky 562 XP. It is 60 cc's, stock cylinder head, ported muffler. This is a Husqvarna 365 Special. This is the 48mm 65cc version of the 365. It is ported, and it has a ported muffler, and it's 65cc. So anyway, as you see, we got a pretty good representation of what's going on. We have the major players for Husky and Stihl right here in today's market. And then We also have some all the way back from the 80s. I mean, I think this AV Super is a made in West. Both of these are made in West Germany, which means that that's putting them in the 80s as builds. And so, but they still run like a new chainsaw. And so, anyway, that's what we got. What do we think is going to win? What do we think might be the surpriser? And I think what will win, just as on our first preference, is mainly, you know, especially on displacement. I feel I'm going to give the nod to the 365 Special. But I really feel like that this 562 right here and this 361 may give it a run for its money. The surprise on this table, and it ain't the fastest one, but I'm going to tell you, the one that will surprise you is this is the smallest saw on this table. 57cc 034 down here. It is a fun saw to run. I think because it's displacement, the way it's built and all, whatever, it's got a unique torque band in it for when it's buried in the wood. And so it is very, I feel like it and this 555 is very similar in that manner. This one could be faster than 555. I hadn't never run them together, but we will today against each other. But if they both, when you hit the dogs in the wood and go with them, they got a unique. It just gets into that bog mode, and they dig and eat. It's like it puts them in that perfect RPM range to make their most power. But anyway, we're gonna get it cut off. We're gonna get out to the wood yard. Probably gonna get the tractor or whatever. I may see if I can find me a log or something to cut off of and get it up in the air. But anyway, when we bring it back, we'll be on the wood yard. All right, have a good one. All right, what we have here is a Stihl 034 AV, 57 cc's, ported muffler, ported cylinder head, and running a 20-inch bar full comp, steel chain. Alright, what we have here is the Stihl 034 Super. Alright, this is a 61.5cc chainsaw. It's basically the forerunner to the 036. It's exactly the same saw underneath with some cosmetic differences on the outside and an upgraded oil pump on it. This saw here, I've upgraded the oil pump. It's got a ported cylinder head and a ported muffler. Alright, we got a Stihl MS361. This saw has a ported cylinder head. It's got a ported muffler. It is 59 cc's. what we have, still MS362, ported cylinder head, ported muffler. Alright, what we got here is a Husqvarna 555 Professional. These 5 series tend to be a little hot, so I haven't ported this cylinder, but it does have a ported muffler on it. Alright, we got a Husqvarna 562 XP. Like I said, with that 555 when I run it, these 5 series come a little hot from the factory in the cylinder head, so it's still stock cylinder head, but I have ported the muffler on it. So let's give her a run. Alright, we got a Husqvarna 365 Special. This is actually my favorite chainsaw that I have. The tune on this one may not be as hot as some of these others, because I've got it set up for like firewood cutting, but it should cut down through here pretty good. But it has a ported cylinder head and the muffler's ported on it. Well, as you can hear, thing cuts hard, cuts strong, but I've got it a little bit rich compared to some of these others, mainly because I firewood with that, and I really just want to take care of that, and them parts are getting harder to find, so I don't want to blow it up or anything like that. But anyway, nice chainsaw. All right, we're gonna get these saws loaded back up. We'll get back up in the shop, and we'll wrap the video up with you up there. All right, have a good one. All right, welcome back in the saw shop. It's hot. I know I got the fan running now. I done worked up a lather out there on these saws this morning, but hope you enjoyed that video. Really, my purpose of the video was kind of show you all different makes and models. I mean, I think people get caught up with one particular saw, one particular brand, one particular number. But as you can see, we had a wide variety right there, and they all can get it. Are those stock? No, none of them stock chainsaws. These 2 5 series have stock cylinder heads with ported mufflers. But I wanted to show you is what you can get. If you want to spend a little bit of money and have it ported, or just go out and run it stock. I mean, for most people, stock will be all they ever need, but running a ported sure is fun. As you see, that was probably 10 to 12 inch pine that we was cutting in. It was a little bit rosiny smelling in there, so it was pretty hard, and these saws was making quick work out of it. you know, a ported 60cc chainsaw runs like a 70cc chainsaw. So, but like I said, I hope you like it. I don't know what was fastest. I know I'll get the time. Well, by the time y'all watch this video, the times will be already on there. But if I was a betting guy, I mean, I like 365, but it wasn't the fastest. I think it was between that 361 and that 562 is where I felt like that the speed really come in. Those are RPM kings, and they're tuned perfect. And 365 was, like I said, out there, was tuned a little heavy. I knew that, but once you get one kind of set where you like it, you hate to tweak on it, just go out and make a video. So I just left it like it was. That's kind of how I like to run it. But anyway, hope you enjoyed it. And if I can ever help you with anything, hit me up, AJ Saw Shop. All right, have a good one.